T, cause I'm the best in the game. I got the fame, the style that isn't lame.
Hey, is there a cassette tape anywhere?
I sure do. This cassette is the best, I can attest. Best cassette in the east to the west. Yeah, I ain't a rapper. This cassette's dapper. I'm no capper.
Okay, do you mind if I take that off your hands?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, thank you.
No problem, bro.
And this is this week's Closet Classics.
Well, good morning, Burlington and friends of the children's room. How's everybody doing? You ready for a good time? Yeah. Boy, you don't sound like you're ready for a good time. Is everybody ready for a good time? Yeah. Okay, that sounds a lot better. Well, everybody, my name is George, and as you can see, I am a magician. Now, before I actually do start my magic show, how many of you do believe in magic? Raise your hands. Just about everybody. Does anybody know any magic words at all? Any magic words out there? How about this guy right here in the striped shirt? You forgot yours, huh? Okay, how about this guy right here? Abracadabra, there's one. How about this young lady? Hocus pocus is another one. How about way back here? Bunny comes out of the hat. Okay, how about way in the back over there? Yeah, the girl just turned around. You forgot yours too? Well, tell you what, everyone. How about if we all practice a couple of magic words, okay? So on the count of 3, I'd like you all to say nice and loud, hocus pocus. Everybody ready? On 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Hocus pocus. You can do a better job than that. Try one more time. Ready? Here we go. Once again. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty good. Now let's try abracadabra. Once again, on 3, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's very good. Now, as I said, remember those words throughout the entire show because I will be needing your help with all my magic. For example, my first trick is with this cane. Now, it might seem like a regular cane, but if everybody says hocus pocus on the count of 3, something might happen. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You might have to try just a little bit louder. 1, 2, 3. And the cane changed into 2 handkerchiefs, okay? So as I said, remember those words throughout the show because I will be needing your help with all my magic, all right? Well, everybody, summertime is finally here. We just had the 4th of July. Is everyone enjoying the summer so far? Yeah, the summertime's always been one of my favorite times of the year. And the thing that I like the most about the summertime is that's usually when we start to get all the flowers, isn't it? And you know something, since we're well into the summertime, I think I see some strange flowers out here. As a matter of fact, I can actually see right here inside your ear, we have one flower here. We've got one flower up over here. Another flower right up over here. We've got one more flower right up over here. And you've got another one. And 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 still another one. Now we take all these flowers and empty them out. So that there's nothing left inside the pan, and we just cover it up, and everybody says, hocus pocus! Well, everyone, I'd like you to meet 2 friends of mine, Hocus and Pocus. Thank you. And we'll just place these guys inside the cage over here for now, but if you like after the show, you can come up and say hi to them, okay? So there's Hocus and Pocus. There we go, guys. And we'll just keep them covered up for now. But in the meantime, I need a volunteer to sort of help us out with this next trick up here. How about this guy in the purple shirt right over here? Would you like to come up and help us out? Yeah, why don't you come on right on up here? Now you're a little bit on the shy side, huh? Okay, how about this guy in the black shirt with the frogs on it? Why don't you come on right up here? Stand right over here. Turn around, face everybody, and hi there, what's your name? Jeff. Hi there, Jeff. My name is George. And everybody, let's give Jeff a big round of applause for coming up. And Jeff, how old are you? You're 7 years old. Now, Jeff, do you like magic? Jeff, would you like to help us out with the world-famous balloon trick? Okay. Now, the reason why we call this the world-famous balloon trick, everyone, is for a very good reason, Jeff, because it actually deals with these two balloons. So, Jeff, are you ready? Okay. Now, your job is to, first of all, Jeff, hold on to this blue balloon just like that, okay? I'll get the orange one, which we have right over here, all right? So now, with these two balloons, Jeff, we actually do need two balloons. But you know something, Jeff? Since I'm a magician, I can very easily make one balloon into two balloons just like that. So now we have the two balloons, we can still do the world-famous balloon trick. So Jeff, hold on to these, one in each hand, just like that, because I need one other thing over here to do the trick, okay? Now we're all... Jeff, what happened to your balloon? It happened again, didn't it? Well, that's okay, Jeff. Tell you what you can do for now. You can actually hold on to this one balloon, and Jeff, we won't blow it up just yet, okay? But in the meantime, how many of you have ever played Pin the Tail on the Donkey? Raise your hands. Just about everybody. Jeff, you played the game too, haven't you? Yeah. Well, everyone, we'll create our own magical version of Pin the Tail on the Donkey right here this afternoon. And Jeff, you'll be the one to not only play the game, but also to work all the magic for us. So, Jeff, are you ready? Okay. Now, as you all know, everyone, when you are playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey, you first of all have to cover the person's eyes with something who's playing the game so they can't possibly see anything. And does anyone have any ideas what it is you use to do that? A blindfold, right? Well, I brought with me my own special Pin the Tail on the Donkey blindfold, which I have right here. Okay? So, Jeff, if you could please stand right in the middle, right over there. Turn around, face me, just like that. Perfect. What we'll do, everyone, is we'll place a special Pin the Tail on the Donkey blindfold over Jeff's eyes. This way he won't be able to see anything, making things much more exciting and much more difficult. Now remember, everyone, while Jeff is wearing this blindfold, Jeff can't possibly see a single solitary thing. Jeff, you can't see anything, can you? Everybody, Jeff says no, he can't see a single thing. Now, as I said, this is a make-believe version, okay? So Jeff, we'll just make believe you can't see anything for now. Now, the next thing we need, of course, is something to hold the balloons, and I brought with me a cage, which I have right over here. Now, as you can all hopefully see, there's nothing at all on the inside of the cage. And Jeff, do you see this big hole in the side of the cage? How can you see it, Jeff? You're wearing the blindfold. Okay. Jeff, what I'd like you to do is place the balloon inside the cage for us. There we go. And tell you what, Jeff, why don't you place your hand there one more time and give everybody a big wave of hello, just like that. So they can all see there's nothing at all inside the cage, right? Okay. And you can take your arm out now. Now, what I'd like you to do for us, Jeff, is to start to wiggle your fingers over the top of the cage, just like that. Okay? And on the count of 3, I want everyone else to say hocus pocus. Is everybody ready? Jeff, are you ready? Nope, wait for 3, everybody. Here we go. Ready? Wait 1 second, Jeff. Something's not right here. Tell you what, Jeff, can you take half the step that way? And I'll take half the step this way. You see, everybody, it's very important that Jeff is as far away from me as I am from him. Otherwise, this trick doesn't work. Okay, Jeff, start wiggling those fingers. Here we go, everybody, on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And there we have the world-famous balloon into a bunny trick. So, everybody, Jeff did a great job. Let's give him a big round of applause for helping us out, everybody. Great job there, Jeff. And we're back to sit you right over there. And everybody, this is my friend Ernie. Everybody say hi, Ernie. And we'll just place Ernie back here for now, but if you like after the show, you come up and say hi to him also. Okay, we'll just place him right back over here. There we go. Well, let's see. This next trick is kind of a funny trick that deals with the bag and a couple handkerchiefs inside here. And as you can all hopefully see, the bag is shiny and black on the outside, but we do have these really funny looking spots here on the inside. You see, here we have a white background that has really dark blue spots. And on the other side, we have a dark blue background with white spots. Now, for now, we'll just keep the bag inside out. And first I'll take the white handkerchief and place that inside the bag. Then I'll take the dark blue and place that right along with it. Now watch. If I give the bag 2 light taps, magically, The handkerchief that was white has now changed to dark blue, and the handkerchief that was dark blue has now changed to white. You didn't like that one, did you? Okay, that wasn't a real magic trick at all, was it? No, all I do is just switch the two handkerchiefs, right? Well, since you're a little too smart for that, this is what we'll do instead. We'll put the spots back in the inside of the bag where they belong. This time we'll take the white handkerchief, place it in the bag. We'll then take the dark blue and place that right along with it. Now, this time if I give the bag 2 light taps and everybody says, hocus pocus, then watch as the spots from the inside of the bag are now actually on the handkerchiefs, okay? Now, that's a better trick now, isn't everybody? Yeah. Wait though 1 second. There is a spot missing right here. Must be still inside the bag. Let me see. Yeah, so this spot is kind of shy, but I'll try and bring him out for everybody. And there we have Spot. So let's give Spotty a big round of applause for coming out, everybody. Well, for this next trick, how about if we have a young lady come up and help us out here? How about this young lady with the Bob's t-shirt? Your hand went up there pretty quick. Yeah, why don't you come on right on up here? And stand right over here. Turn around, face everybody. And hi there, what's your name? Caitlin. Hi there, Caitlin. Everybody, let's give her a big round of applause for coming up to help us out. And Caitlin, how old are you? You're 7 years old. Now, Caitlin, are you pretty good at math and numbers and things like that? No? At least she's honest, right? Well, hopefully, Caitlin, if you're pretty good with numbers, this next trick should be real easy for us. Are you ready? Okay. Because you see, everybody, this is a trick that not only deals with math and numbers, but Caitlin, it also deals with this funny little sponge cube. Okay? And your job for us today, Caitlin, is to hold your left hand out just like that. Yeah. Now, Caitlin, take this cube, squeeze it really tight. But whatever you do, don't let the cube go. So hold it nice and tight to the cube just like that. Good. Now, I have another sponge in my bag over. Caitlin, just the cube, not my finger. I need that. So. Caitlin, this isn't funny anymore. Look at my finger. I need that. And not the thumb either, Caitlin. I need that too. And Caitlin, use 2 hands, just like that. You have it? Okay. Now, I have another sponge cube right here. Now, Caitlin, you know what 1 + 1 makes, right? How many? Oh, watch. If we take the sponge cube, Caitlin, place it in my hand. I'd like you to blow my hand. Blow in your hands. Watch as the cube goes from my hand to Caitlin's hands. Open up, Caitlin, and show that you now have 1, 2 sponge cubes. Now, Caitlin, was that fun? Yeah, let's try it again. Once again, hold the hand out just like that. Take the 2 cubes once again, squeeze them really tight. Whatever you do, don't let go. And once again, 2 hands, just like that. Have them? Okay. Now, I have another sponge cube right here. Now, Caitlin's 2 plus this 1 makes how many, everybody? Well, watch, once again, we'll take the cube, place my hand. Caitlin, I'd like you to blow my hand. I said blow, not spit. Blow in your hands. Watch once again as the cube goes from my hand to Caitlin's hands to open up. And show that you now have 1, 2, 3 sponge cubes. Okay. Now, Caitlin, since we got such a thunderous applause that time, we'll try it 1 more time, okay? Now, it gets a little more difficult, everyone, because, Caitlin, we have a lot of sponge here now, don't we? So this time, we need a magic wand to sort of help us out a little bit, okay? So, Caitlin, if you could please hold on to the 3 cubes, and in the meantime, I'll get the magic wand, which I have inside my bag over here. Read way down the bottom for us. Here we go, right here. And, Caitlin, if you could please hold on to the magic wand also. Good. Because you see, everybody, with this magic wand, it'll make things a lot easier for us to be... Caitlin, what happened to the magic wand? Oh, we'll just have to try and straighten it out for you then. There we go. Hold it by the white end, this way it doesn't break. Good. Now Caitlin has the magic to make things a lot easier for us. Caitlin, it sort of looks like it happened again, didn't it? Well, that's okay. Maybe you can just hold it for us by the middle right there instead. In the meantime, I'll take the 3 cubes. Good. Because what we'll do, everyone, is we'll take these 3 sponge cubes, and we'll just smush them up into a tight little ball, just like that. And Caitlin, if you could please hold on real tight and don't let go. You have them? Good. Now, I have another sponge cube right here. Now, remember, I have 1 cube. Caitlin has 3 cubes. Hold your hand out just like that. Caitlin also has what's left of the magic wand. But watch, if we take the cube, place my hand, Caitlin, wave the magic wand over it. Wave it over your hand. Watch, the cube goes from my hand to Caitlin's hands to open up. And showing that Caitlin, you don't have 4 cubes. What she does have is actually the number 4. So she did a great job. Let's give Caitlin a big round of applause, everybody. Well, this next trick is kind of a funny trick that deals with the bag and a few pieces of rope inside here. Okay? And as you can all hopefully see, there's nothing else on the inside of the bag. Now, you could use this bag for a lot of different things. You could, for example, maybe use it as a funny-looking birthday party hat. It's pretty cool. Be a little princess for a day. You could use it as a collection bag or maybe even a fancy butterfly net. But you know what we'll use it for this morning? Magic, right? Now, as I said, there's nothing inside the bag, and we have 3 pieces of rope. We'll just drop the 3 pieces one at a time into the bag. So we have 1, and we have 2, and last but not least, we have 3. Now, if I give the bag just a little shake and everybody says, hocus pocus, then watch as the 3 pieces of rope magically become 1 long piece of rope. And there's still absolutely nothing else on the inside of the bag. Now, that was kind of a quick trick, wasn't it? Yeah. Well then, how many of you would like to see that one more time? Raise your hands. Okay, well first I need 3 more pieces of rope, which I have right up over here. And how about if we have a volunteer help us out this time? How about the guy way in the back with the orange t-shirt and the flags on it? Get the guy just turn around. Yeah, why don't you come right over here? Careful, come through the crowd there, though. And stand right over here. Turn around, face everybody. And hi there, what's your name? Eddie. Everybody, let's give Eddie a big round of applause for coming up. And Eddie, how old are you? 5 years old. Now, Eddie, have you... 5 and a half. So you're getting up there now, aren't you, Eddie? Yeah. Eddie, have you ever done any magic before? Well, would you like to learn how to do this one? Real easy to do, Eddie. Now, what you first of all have to do for us, Eddie, is very simply take the 3 pieces of rope, okay? And Eddie, hold them up nice and high so that everybody can see that they are in fact separate pieces and that they are all about the same length, right? There you go. Now, Eddie, since you're also a lot closer than everyone else, you can see there's nothing inside the bag, right? Right. Well, what I'd like you to do for us, Eddie, is one at a time. Drop the 3 pieces of rope in the bag. So we have 1. We have 2. Make sure. There we go. And last but not least, we have 3. Good. Now, Eddie, I'll give the bag a little shake. Wave your hand over just like that. And say hocus pocus.
Hocus pocus.
Everyone else help Eddie out and say hocus pocus. Eddie, reach inside the bag and take out the 1 long piece of rope and showing Eddie that you did it. You now have 1 long piece. And look, everybody. There's... Eddie? Stand right over here for a second. That's not how this is supposed to work out, is it? Yeah, tell you what, Eddie, I think I have an idea. Stand right here next to me. Okay, face the audience just like that. Eddie, what I'd like you to do is to take that end of the rope. Hold on real tight. I'll take this end. I'll hold on real tight. Eddie, on the count of 3, give it a soft pull. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, pull. And there we have the 1 long piece of rope. So, everybody, Eddie did a great job. Let's give him a big round of applause for helping us out, everybody. Okay, we'll make sure we have all the knots here. And we'll just lower this down just a bit. Okay. Well, how many of you have ever had a birthday? Raise your hands. Just about everybody, I guess. Except for the adults in the back, they stopped having birthdays, is that it? Well, for your birthdays, you usually get a lot of presents, don't you? Now, I know it may have been a few years since you might have gotten one of these, but how many of you ever got a coloring book as a present for your birthday? Well, just about everybody at one time or another. Well, I remember one year when it was my birthday, I got a very special coloring book that looked something like this. Now, since I like magic even when I was younger, this is a magic coloring book. We have all different types of magic pictures inside. But before I show you the pictures inside the book, when you do get one of these, what else do you usually get with it? Crayons, right? Well, I brought with me a box of crayons, which I have right here. Now, as you can all hopefully see, this is a box of about 16 different crayons, so everyone should hopefully have a favorite color or two. And what we'll do is we'll actually color in this coloring book with these crayons. But we won't do it the regular way. We'll try a little bit of magic instead. All right? So I'd like you all to keep your eyes on the crayons. I'll just place them up here on top of the cage for us for now. And I'll first of all go through the book, and I'd like you all to remember one or maybe two pictures that you like the best. Now remember, as I said, since this is a magic coloring book, we have all different types of magic pictures inside. For example, we first of all have a boy and girl doing some magic tricks. Next we have a magician and a clown. We have a circus and a ringmaster. We have another magician and a really funny looking clown. Some rabbits and birds coming out of a hat and a little elf. Someone floating in the air and a clown escaping from a trunk. And last but not least, a magician doing some card tricks on his magic table. Now, does everybody have at least one or maybe two pictures in mind you like the best? Well, what I'd like you all to do is to think real hard about your favorite pictures. Have one in mind? What I'd like you to do is to make believe you're getting some crayons in the box, a nice big handful, and throw them at the coloring book. And one more time, take a nice big handful, throw them at the book again. Now, start to color all the pages. Now, first go side to side, and then go up and down, and then side to side, and then up and down, and a little bit faster, and a little bit faster, and a little bit faster, 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 because while you're doing that, I'll just take the crayons, or rub them over the book. And if everybody says, hocus pocus, then the crayons are now vanished from the box because they're all used up. And the coloring book itself, well, the coloring book itself is now completely colored in. And look at the great job you did. You're staying inside the lines and everything. But the one thing that I never liked about coloring books when I was growing up is that once you did have all the pages colored in, you really couldn't use the book anymore. But you know, I thought about it. And if everyone made believe they had a big fat eraser in their hand and started to rub out the colors in the coloring book and rub really hard, and everybody says, abracadabra, and we squeeze the book like a sponge, the crayons then come out of the pages. The book itself is now completely blank, so you can draw and color whatever pictures that you like. Thank you. Well, let's see. For this next trick, I need someone who's really, really good at following directions. How about this guy in the black tank top right here? Why don't you come on right on up here? And stand right over here for a strong face, everybody. And hi there, what's your name? Derek? Or Derek? Garrett. Everybody, let's give Garrett a big round of applause for coming up. And Garrett, how old are you? 10 years old. Are you married yet? But you're pretty good at following directions anyways. Because if you are Garrett, this next trick should be real easy for us. Now actually, Garrett, before we do get into the trick, we have to do a little bit of a warm-up exercise. You ready? First of all, Garrett, place both feet flat on the floor just like that. Hands by your side. Face the audience squarely just like that. Good. Now, Garrett, take your left hand and place it lightly on top of your head. Good. Now take your right hand, place it on your stomach. Now, Garrett, with your left hand, lightly go up and down on top of your head, just like this. And stop. Now, with your right hand, go around your stomach just like this. And stop. Now, everyone else, you can try this right along with Garrett and myself. Place left hands on your heads. Right hands on your stomachs. Is everybody ready? Garrett, are you ready? Here we go. With your left hands, go up and down. And stop. Right hands go around. And stop. A little bit faster, Garrett. You ready? Left hand up and down. Stop. Right hand go around. Stop. A little bit faster. Left hand up and down. Stop. Right hand go around. A little faster. Left hand down. A little bit faster. YouTube, everybody. Do both. Okay, he's starting to get the hang. Let's give him a hand for his first try at it, everybody. Now, Garrett, that was just the warm-up. Are you ready for the trick? Okay. Because you see, everybody, this is a trick that deals with this old-fashioned Pepsi bottle. And Garrett, do you like Pepsi? You do? Well, it's empty right now, but that's okay. What I would like you to do for us is to hold the bottle in the palm of your left hand, just like that. So far, so good? Now, I brought with me another red tube right here, which, Garrett, I'd like you to hold in your right hand, just like that. So far, so good? All right. Now, I have another Pepsi bottle and another red tube. Okay? Now, Garrett, I'd like like you to do everything that I do, and this trick should be real easy for us. You ready? Here we go. First of all, Garrett, hold the bottle outstretched in the left hand, just like that. Good. Next. Tube outstretched in the right hand, just like that. Good. Now, put your left foot forward. Bent at the knee. You see, Garrett, that's called style. Show everyone there's nothing inside the tube. Make sure you can see way in the back. Place the tube over the bottle. Right hand up on top. Make sure your fingers are free. Okay. Now we'll take a couple practices here first, Garrett, just to get the hang of it. But what you and I will do is, first of all, turn the tube and the bottle all the way around, just like that. Okay. So when you raise your tube, your bottle is naturally upside down, right? Raise it up so that everybody can see. Okay. Lower it back down. Turn it around once again. This time raise the tube, the ball is now right side up, right? Okay. Well, this is what will happen, everyone. You see, Garrett and I will do this 3 times. Okay? We'll go one step at a time. We'll stop on 3, and I want everyone else to count to 3 with us. Is everybody ready? Garrett, are you ready? Before we start, though, Garrett, one last peek just to make sure. Okay. Right hand up on top. Follow my lead, everybody. Nice and loud to 3. Garrett, are you ready? Here we go. Now, follow me, everybody. Follow me. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Now, Garrett, standing on 3, just like we did before. Keep the bottle in your hand. Very slowly raise your tube and show everyone that your bottle's right side up, just like mine is. And then... Garrett, something didn't work out right there. That's okay. We'll just try this one more time. Okay? Garrett, turn your tube and your bottle all the way around. There we go. Raise it up so that everybody can see it is in fact right side up, and we'll just try this again. You ready? Once again, everybody, follow my lead. Nice and loud to 3. Garrett, are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Standing on 3, Garrett, keep the bottle in your hand. Very slowly raise the tube and show everybody that your bottle's right side up, just like... Garrett, something fishy's going on here, isn't it? Tell you what, we'll take it from the very top, as they say. So Garrett, turn your tube and your bottle so they're both right side up. There we go. Now, take the tube completely up. From the top, you ready? Here we go. First, hold the bottle outstretched in the left hand, just like that. Good. Next, tube outstretched in the right hand, just like that. Good. Now, put your left foot forward, bent at the knee. Now, we have to kind of spring when we do this, Garrett, so get the old springs going there, buddy. Start springing. Good. Show everybody there's nothing inside the tube. Place the tube over the bottle. Right hand up on top. Now, Garrett, just to make sure nothing funny happens this time, we'll do this in slow motion. Okay? But before we do, one last peek just to make sure. One last peek. Okay. Slow motion this time. Follow my lead. Garrett, are you ready? Here we go. Watch. Garrett, raise the tube. So far, so good. Lower it back down. Here we go. Ready? Raise the tube. So far, so good. Garrett, we're on a roll. Here we go. Big finish. Ready? Raise the tube. Garrett, I can't figure this out. It looks like it's the number 3 that isn't working out too well, isn't it? Yeah, well, that's okay. Because, you know, everybody, with this trick, it is kind of hard to tell if you are right side up, or even if you are upside down. That's why I think Garrett did a great job. Let's give him a big round of applause for helping us out, everybody. Great job there, Garrett. Oh, let's see. Well, how many of you would like to learn how to do a trick? Would you like to learn how to do one? Okay, actually, I'll put your hands down because I'll teach you how to do this next trick. It's real easy to do, and as a matter of fact, when you go home later on today, you can make one of these up for yourself, okay? It'll be a pretty good summer project for you. And what I'll do is I'll show you what the trick looks like first, but then I'll teach you all how to do it afterwards, okay? So is everybody ready? Watch closely. This is what the trick looks like. Now, it looks as though we have have one playing card, but the funny thing about this one card is that it looks as though we have one spot on this side. We have 4 spots on this side. We have 3 spots on this side, and we have 6 spots on this side. Now, you're probably wondering, how can a card have 2 sides but 4 faces? Well, as I promised, I'll teach you all how to do this, okay? It's real easy to do. You see, all you have to do is when you go home, just get a piece of cardboard, okay? And then you can use the paints, magic markers, crayons, even stickers. That's what I have in my card. And this is what you do. You first of all put 2 spots on this side of the card to make it look something like that. All right? And then on the other side, you put 5 spots to make it look something like that. Has everybody followed that so far? Well, here's how the trick works. You see, when you want to show one spot, it's real easy to do because all you have to do is just take your hand, hide that spot on the bottom right there so nobody can see it, and now it looks like that's all you have, just one spot. Sounds pretty easy so far, doesn't it? Well, you do the same thing on the other side when you want to show 4. Just once again, take your hand, hide that spot on the side right there so nobody can see it, and now it looks like you have 4 spots. Still sounds pretty easy, right? Well, here's where the hard part comes in. You see, when you want to show 3 spots, what you're actually doing is this. You're really taking your hand, hiding the empty space right there so no one sees it's empty, and now you just make believe you have 3 spots, even though you really don't. Okay?
Yeah.
Same thing on the other side when you want to show 6. Just once again, take your hand, hide the empty space right there so no one can see it's empty, and now you make believe you have 6 spots, but once again, you really don't. Okay? So how many of you think this sounds kind of easy? Raise your hands. Oh, all the kids down front. How many think it sounds kind of hard? All the adults in the back, right? Well, do you know what the real hard part of this trick is? The real hard part is when you do turn the card around and you really do have 3 spots. But you know it's even harder to do this trick when you do turn the card around and you really do have 6 spots. Okay? So remember, if you want to try as you go home, it's real easy to do. Just make sure you have one playing card that has 3 spots on this side and one that has 6 spots on this side. This trick is getting a little confusing. I think I better quit while I'm ahead. Okay. Well, thank you. All right. Let's see. How about if we have another young lady come up and help us out here? How about this young lady with the fish right over here? All the fish on your t-shirt. Come on right on up here. Stand right over here. Turn on face everyone, and hi there. What's your name? Kim. Kim? Everybody, let's give Kim a big round of applause for coming up. And Kim, how old are you? You're 7 years old. Now, Kim, you have a lot of friends, don't you? And do you and your friends, Kim, you like the same games, books, TV shows, movies, things like that? Most of the time, right? Well, hopefully, Kim, if you and I like the same card for this next card trick, this should be real easy for us. Are you ready? Okay. Because you see, everybody, this is a little card trick that actually deals with this giant-sized deck of playing cards. Now, Kim, what we really have inside this box are actually 2 separate sets of cards. Okay? You see, everybody, we have one set with red backs, and underneath that we have another set that has blue backs. Kim, which set would you like to use? Okay, since you picked the red cards, we'll use these first. All right? In the meantime, I'll place the blue ones for us over here for now. All right? Now, as you can all hopefully see, everyone, it's not really a full set of playing cards, but it's a good variety of cards. We have different numbers and different suits, right, Kim? No 2 cards are alike, are they? Okay, well, this is what we'll do. I'll first of all pick out my favorite red playing card. Now, Kim, I'll show it to everybody else, but we won't let you see what it is, all right? And that's because Kim will pick her favorite blue playing card. And hopefully, if Kim and I like the same card, our 2 cards should match. Kim, does that sound easy? Okay. What I need you first of all to do for me, Kim, is to turn your back towards me all the way around. Just like that. Close your eyes really tight and don't peek. Now, I'll just mix up my cards here. But as I said, I'll show you all my favorite playing card. I want you to remember what it is, but don't say it out loud, because Kim's not supposed to know, so shh. But this one right here looks like a pretty good one. And I want you all to remember the number that's in the corner. Everybody sees the number? You see the color of it and also the shapes, but whatever you do, don't say it out loud or tell Kim because she's not supposed to know, so shh. In the meantime, I'll place my favorite card right there on top of the cage where everyone can keep an eye on it for us. And Kim, keep your eyes closed for just a minute or 2 longer, okay? But you're doing a great job. Now, as I said, she'll pick out her favorite playing card from her set of blue cards. Now, remember, no matter what happens, don't say anything because Kim's not supposed to know, so shh. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I have a really funny feeling that the card I picked from the red set should match the one that Kim will pick from her blue set? Does everybody think so? Kim, you can open up your eyes now and turn around, face everybody. First, what you need to do, Kim, is to rub the sleepy stuff out of your eyes. Okay, next, take your pointing finger. Get it warmed up. All set and ready to go? Okay, Kim, point to a card, any card, Kim, that you like. The top card. Okay. Now, Kim, what I'd like you to do is to take the top card, hold it against yourself just like this, and make sure nobody else sees it just yet. Okay? Now, remember, everyone, Kim could have actually picked any one of these other playing cards, right? Right. But she chose that one card. Now, Kim, you picked a card from the blue set, right? And up here on top of the cage, I picked one from the red set, right? Well, Kim, do you think your card will match my card? You think so? How many of you think the two cards will match? Raise your hand. Well, they have a lot of faith in us. Tell you what, Kim, make sure nobody else sees the card, but take a peek at it yourself. And in a real loud voice, make sure they can't see it, but in a real loud voice, Kim, tell them what card you picked. Go ahead. I mean the 3 of hearts. It has to be the 3 of hearts. The whole deck was all 3s. It's the only card you could pick. Stop teasing, turn it around, show me you have the 3 of hearts. Go ahead, flip it around. And as you can see, she has the spades. Kim, how did you do that? Are you working some magic of your own? I think you are, and I think I need everyone's help to get out of this. If we roll the 2 cards together, if everybody says, hocus pocus, then my card changes to the ace of spades also. So it is a perfect match. Kim did a great job. Let's give her a big round of applause, everybody. Great job there, Kim. Roll over there. Okay. Well, everybody, this morning I brought with me a very, very special illusion. And in order to do it, we first have to sort of set the stage for it just a bit. Move the birds over just a little bit. And slide an Ernie over just a bit too. There we go. Now, as I said, this is a very, very special illusion that I brought with me today. And in order to do this, I do need a very, very special volunteer. How about this guy in the purple right over here? Why don't you come on right on up here? And if you could please stand right over here. Turn on, face everybody, and hi there, what's your name? Peter. Everybody, let's give Peter a big round of applause for coming out. And Peter, how old are you? You're 6 years old. Now, Peter, summertime's finally here. Are you having a good time so far? Yeah. And during the summertime, do you like to do a lot of swimming? Yeah. And when you go swimming, Peter, do you like to relax and just kind of float on the water? Yeah. Well, Peter, have you ever been in an airplane before? You haven't. Well, this afternoon, would you like to combine the two, Peter, and actually float in midair? As I said, it's a really cool illusion. We'll actually have Peter floating in midair. So, Peter, are you ready? Is everybody else ready? And in order to do this, we need a little bit of music. So here we go. Watch. kick the summer off? All right. Well, to help you out with a few activities during the summer, a lot of people ask me how they can learn about magic. And you're probably one of the best places to do that. Does anybody know why? Library, because you have lots and lots of magic books here, okay? So if it's a rainy day during the summer, if you have nothing to do while you're sitting on the beach getting a suntan, check out the library to get some magic books, okay? Because there's lots and lots of magic tricks in there, all right? That's basically how I started when I was about your age. I used to go to the library and take out all the magic books and learn all the neat tricks that are in there, and they're really easy to do, okay? So if you want to check it out today, or maybe come back at some other time, make sure you stop by the library and see what types of magic books that they have, okay? There's also books on puppetry and all different types of things, all right? Now, as I promised, you can come up to see the animals, but I just have to get them ready for you first, okay? And a couple of other things to remember is please don't put your fingers inside their cages because they might get a little scared. So you can look, but please don't touch. And the other thing is don't run and don't push because everybody will have a chance to see them, okay? So please remain in your seats. I'll call you when it's time to come up to take a look at the animals, okay? In the meantime, Burlington, you've really been a terrific audience. And I think we should give a round of applause to the Friends of the Children's Room for helping us all.